If you're pregnant and you're so tired that brushing your teeth feels like a workout, you are not lazy. You're not weak. There is nothing wrong with you. There is a real physical reason your body is operating like it just ran a marathon every single day. And once you understand it, the exhaustion stops feeling so scary. I'm a nurse, and pregnancy fatigue is one of the most searched symptoms online for a reason. So today, I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening inside your body, what's normal, when fatigue is actually a red flag, and the 5 things that genuinely help, not drink more water and go to bed earlier. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 5 biological reasons pregnancy fatigue hits this hard, what to expect in each trimester, the warning signs you should not ignore, and the practical, science-backed strategies that actually give your energy back. Stay through the end because the last strategy is the one most pregnant women never hear, and it changes everything. Quick intro if you're new. I'm Cherry, a certified maternal and newborn nurse, and I help first time moms feel prepared, not panic, with clear, no fluff guidance from someone who actually works in healthcare. So, let's get into it. Part 1, why pregnancy fatigue is real and not in your head. First, let me say this. Pregnancy fatigue is not a feeling. It is a physiological state. Here's what's actually happening inside your body. 5 real reasons you are this tired. Reason 1, progesterone. Progesterone is one of the main pregnancy hormones, and it surges in the first trimester. So, what does it do? Progesterone is a natural sedative. Your body is literally producing a hormone that makes you sleepy. This alone explains why first trimester exhaustion can feel different from any tired you've ever experienced. You're not imagining it. Your brain chemistry has changed. Reason 2, your blood volume. During pregnancy, your blood volume increases by about 30 to 50%. Your heart is working harder, pumping more every minute of every day. Imagine asking your heart to do 40% more work around the clock. You'd be tired too. Reason 3, your metabolism. Your body is building an entire human being and a brand new organ, the placenta, from scratch. Well, that takes calories, oxygen, and energy. Even at rest, you are burning more fuel than you did before pregnancy. That's why fatigue can feel worse when you skip meals or you undereat. Reason 4, blood sugar swings. Pregnancy changes how your body uses glucose. You can crash harder and faster than you used to, which feels like sudden heavy fatigue, usually around mid-morning or mid-afternoon. This is also why eating every 2 to 3 hours feels different in pregnancy. Reason 5, iron. Your body needs more iron during pregnancy to support all the extra blood. If your iron stores are even slightly low, you'll feel it as a fatigue, breathlessness, dizziness, and brain fog. This is one of the most common, most missed reasons moms feel exhausted. And we'll come back to it in the red flags section. So, if you're sitting on the couch in the evening and wondering why you can barely keep your eyes open, that is why your body is doing more with more fuel against more hormone load than ever before. Part 2, what to expect by trimester. Pregnancy fatigue is not steady for most women. It comes in waves, and knowing the typical pattern helps you stop panicking when it changes. Just remember, everybody is different, and your pattern may not match these exactly. First trimester is the heaviest fatigue for most women. Hormones are climbing, the placenta is being built, and your body is still adjusting. This is the phase where you can feel asleep at 8 p.m. mid-conversation. It's normal. For many women, it peaks around weeks 9 to 12. Second trimester is, for many women, the relief phase. Energy comes back. You feel more like yourself. This is the window where I tell my moms, use this time. Prep, plan, rest, and stop expecting yourself to function this way for the rest of the pregnancy. Third trimester, the fatigue often comes back, but it has a different cause. Now, you're carrying more weight. Your sleep is fragmented because it's interrupted by bathroom trips, hip pain, heartburn, and a baby who likes to dance at 2 in the morning. Your iron may be lower. Your body is preparing for labor, which itself is metabolically expensive. So, if you felt great at 22 weeks and exhausted again at 32 weeks, that's not something going wrong. That's your body shifting gears. Part 3, when fatigue is actually a red flag. This is a part most pregnancy fatigue videos skip, and you deserve to know. Most fatigue is normal, but here are the situations where you should call your provider, your OB or your midwife, not wait until your next appointment. 1. Fatigue with pale skin, racing heart, or breathlessness when walking up the stairs. This can be iron deficiency anemia, which is treatable, but you need it caught. 2. Fatigue with severe swelling, especially in your face or on your hands, plus headache or vision changes. That's not just tired. That can be a sign of preeclampsia. 3. Fatigue with intense thirst, frequent urination beyond the normal pregnancy level, or sudden blurred vision. Worth a call to rule out gestational diabetes. 4. Fatigue with low mood, hopelessness, loss of interest in things you cared about, or thoughts of harming yourself. That's perinatal depression, and it is real, common, and most importantly, treatable. You're not just tired. Please tell someone, reach out to your provider. 5. Fatigue that is suddenly much worse than it was, with no explanation. Anything that feels like a sharp change deserves a phone call. 2 more I want you to keep your radar. These are commonly missed. Thyroid dysfunction can show up or worsen in pregnancy and looks a lot like ordinary fatigue. A simple thyroid panel rules it out. And sleep apnea is increasingly recognized in pregnancy. If you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or never feel rested no matter how long you sleep, mention it to your provider. Part 4. 5 things that actually help. Now, the practical part. These are not sleep more suggestions. These are the strategies that actually move the needle. 1. Pair iron with vitamin C. If your provider has you on iron or you're trying to get more from food, pair it with a source of vitamin C. Example, oranges, strawberries, or bell peppers. Vitamin C dramatically increases iron absorption. Skip the calcium and coffee within an hour because they block it. This one change can shift your energy in 2 weeks. 2. Protein at every meal and snack. Pregnancy fatigue gets worse with blood sugar swings, and protein blunts that swings. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, chicken, peanut butter. Pair carbs with protein, and you'll stop crashing at 3 in the afternoon. 3. Hydrate before you're thirsty. Dehydration mimics fatigue almost perfectly, and pregnancy raises your fluid needs. The general recommendation is around 80 ounces of fluids per day, with more if you're active or it's hot. 4. Move even when you don't want to. This is counterintuitive, but moderate movement like a 20-minute walk, prenatal yoga, swimming. These actually increases energy in pregnancy. It improves circulation, reduces swelling, helps you sleep better, and lifts your mood. 5, and this is the one no one tells you. Lower the load. Pregnancy fatigue is partly biological and partly invisible labor. The mental load of working, planning, prepping for baby, managing relationships, and tracking every symptom is exhausting. You don't just need more sleep. You need fewer decisions. Pick one thing this week to drop, delegate, or postpone. Quick pause here. If you're already feeling stretched thin in pregnancy, the postpartum window is going to demand even more recovery and even less mental bandwidth. The moms who do best in the first 6 weeks are the ones who set things up before the baby comes, not in the middle of it. That's why I made you a free postpartum prep checklist. It's exactly what to set up and arrange before delivery so you're not problem solving while your body is healing. The link is in the description. If you want personal guidance on how to prepare for the afterbirth part, please allow me to invite you to my live class. We meet every Monday and I walk you through postpartum recovery, mental health, feeding confusions, and family involvement with a community of other first-time moms where you can ask questions in real time. It's the support I wish every mom had. Here's what I want you to take from this video. Pregnancy fatigue is not weakness, and it is not a personality flaw. It is a real physiological state caused by real changes in your hormones, your blood, your metabolism, and your iron stores. You're not lazy, you're pregnant. There is a difference. If you want the next thing to watch, I made a video on the 5 things to actually do in your first trimester to feel less overwhelmed and more in control. I'll link it on the screen. Save this video, send it to a pregnant friend who needs to hear it. Subscribe and join me each week for more great information about pregnancy, postpartum, and newborn care. I'm Cherry, and I will see you in the next one.